Okay, so today we're going to talk about Germany. 12-3. So your basics chart should be out by now. Everybody ready to go. We're going to start Germany today and we'll finish when you come back. So we start always with the basics. So in terms of land area, remember we're going to compare to Minnesota because we know that everything is smaller than the United States in Europe. So, less than or greater than, 1 or 2, hands above your heads, less than or greater than, less than or greater than, less than or greater than. Is Germany less than or greater than Minnesota? 1 or 2, less than or greater than. Ooh, it's about 99% saying that it's greater than, and it is greater than. Approximately 357,000 square kilometers. It's smaller than France. It's smaller than France because France is the largest country in Western Europe. Now, what about population? Let's actually compare it instead of Minnesota because I think you know it's going to be greater than Minnesota. Is it greater than 2 or less than 1 France? France was 60-some million. Is it less than France or greater than France? 1 or 2, less than, greater than, less than, greater than. If you don't remember France's number, you can look on your basics chart. Less than, greater than, less than, greater than. It is greater than 82.3 million. Approximately 20 million more people in Germany than in France. So about 4 times the state of Minnesota added in to France's population. Population density, 236 people per square kilometer. They are packed. There are areas where that is much higher and areas where that is much lower. But in general, it is a very densely populated country. Arable land. Any guesses? From your reading last night? Why would you say 10%? Your book doesn't specifically talk about arable land. Okay. I can tell. Yes. Why? Why do you think it would be greater than 18%? Said something about how important agriculture was. Here's a hint. What does Germany have that we talked about yesterday with France? Starts in France, goes through Belgium, Netherlands, Luxembourg, Germany, Poland, Ukraine, Belarus, into Russia. That has rich soil. The North European Plain, yeah. So if you have the North European Plain, you're probably going to have a decent amount of arable land, like 33%. About 1/3 of Germany is used for crops each year. Okay, languages. This one should be easy. This one should be easy. How many people know what language they speak in Germany? On the count of 3, please say it then. Lots of hands up on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. German, of course. Yes. Life expectancy is very similar to the United States. 76 for men, 82 for women. And GDP per capita is 35,400. So compared to the United States, per capita, it is lower. But it does have a very strong economy. It is one of the largest economies in the world. So, there are the basics. Now let's look at its physical geography. And as I bring up this slide, bam, who can tell me one thing about Germany right off the bat based on this slide? One thing about Germany, Cole. They are in the European Union. Very good. And what's something else that you can tell me? They use the euro. Good. They're in the European Union and they use the euro. Good. Now, the physical geography. I'm going to see who is paying attention. What landform does Germany have in the northern part of its country? Ooh. What landform does Germany have in the northern part of its country, which starts in France, goes through Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Germany, Poland, Belarus, Ukraine, Russia? What landform? I'd hope to have 100% of hands since I just did that exact same step around the room, demonstrating it. Come on. North European Plain. Yes. The North European Plain can be found in northern Germany. The North European Plain, very rich soil, spreads out across Europe, from France all the way through Russia towards the Ural Mountains. Can be found in the north. What landform is found in the south? What landform is found in the south? I see a couple hands. Ladies and gentlemen, just a reminder, if you haven't finished your maps, finish your maps tonight as your only homework. You've had your maps for quite some time. Get those done. Get them done tonight. Get them done. If you're asking me when are they due, I'm telling you, get them done for Monday. Okay, get them done. Finish maps. Means finish them. Here's a clue, because it's something that would be on your maps. That's why I'm saying this. Here's another clue. Yodelay. What is found in the southern part of Germany? Logan. The Alps. Yes. The mountains, the Alps, can be found in southern Germany. And in southern Germany, where you get the mountains, you have a region in Germany. It's this part of Germany where you find places like the Black Forest. You find Munich, the home of Oktoberfest. In this region of Germany, you will find the fairy tale castle that Disney modeled his Cinderella castle after. The region, anybody know the name of the region in southern Germany? That's also where they wear lederhosen, the leather pants, little green pants with little suspender thingies. Lederhosen. The region is called Bavaria. Some of you might have heard of Bavarian cream pie or things like that. Yep, that's Bavaria, or in German, Bayern. Bavaria. Germany has three main rivers. Three main rivers. And if you did your reading, you should be able to give me some of these. What is one of the main rivers in Germany? Claire. The Rhine River. Good. The Rhine River flows into the North Sea. The Rhine River flows from the Alps by France, through Germany, through the Netherlands, and into the North Sea. What is a second major river in Germany? Nick? What? Okay, you're almost there. It's the Danube. The Danube River. The Danube flows from the Alps in Germany through Austria and many other countries before reaching the Black Sea. They've actually built a canal between the two, so you can travel all the way through from the North Sea across the heart of Europe and into the Black Sea. One last one. It's one that you don't have to have on your map. Jake? Nope, not the Rhone. The Rhone is a river that's in France. It is called, starts with an E, the Elbe. The Elbe is a river that flows through central and eastern Germany and ends up in the North Sea, just like the Rhine does. So if I bring up a map of Germany, you'll see the three main rivers in Germany. You have the Rhine. This area here is where most of Germany's industry is located. It has lots of coal there. Here's the Danube. Flows all the way to the Black Sea through many different countries. And here's the Elbe. The main port of Hamburg is located on the Elbe. They have built a canal, remember, a man-made river between the Danube and the Rhine, so that you can travel from the North Sea all the way to the Black Sea, taking in all the main countries in Central Europe. There are even canals which do connect the Elbe and the Rhine, and so you can travel from river to river in Germany. There are more rivers than that, but those are the three main ones that we're going to talk about. So, there's the location, the basic landforms. What about its climate? In the north has warm summers. The summers are warm. And the winters are mild and cloudy. It's sort of overcast most of the time in the winter in the northern part of Germany. Does anybody remember what allows northern France, the British Isles, northern Germany, what allows them to be so mild? Because they're farther north than other places. Why are they so mild? What allows them to be so mild? If you don't remember, I'll give you a hint. It was on your Unit 4 Regional Atlas activity. Something brings warmer water and warmer breezes to this region. Alex? Okay, it's a specific current. Yeah, you got it right. It is an ocean current. Can you give me the name? Or can somebody give me the name? It's a three-word name. Blank, blank, current. Blank, blank, current. Skylar? Not the North European current, sorry. Current does not flow through Europe. Chase. Now, something Atlantic current. Now, combine Chase's answer, and Skylar's answer, and you will get the right answer. Combine those two answers, and you'll get the right one. Brenton? The North Atlantic current, yes. You have the North Atlantic current. I don't have it up on the screen, but that is something that you need to know about. The North Atlantic current is what allows France, Germany, Great Britain to have that mildness in the north. Now, when you get to the central part of Germany and to the southern part of Germany where you're getting up in the mountains, it's going to get warmer during the summers. It's going to get colder in the winter, especially in southern Germany because you get into the Alps, and you all know that the higher you go, the colder it gets. Yes. So in the central and southern part of Germany, you're going to have warmer summers and colder winters. You'll get snow in Germany. You don't get much snow in France, but you will get snow in Germany, in the central and southern regions. So it's more mild in the north, and as you go farther south, it gets colder, it gets warmer as well in terms of the summer. So if I bring up a map, why my map not coming up? Why is my map not coming up? Oh, the map got put in the wrong spot somehow. Okay. I'll come back to this. Boom. Climate. Boom. Boom. Here's the map. So, up in the northern part is where it'll be mild. Warm summers, mild winters, not much in terms of snow, more rain. It's overcast here quite a bit in the winter time. The farther south you go, the colder it's going to get in the winter. Southern part, much snow. You'll get some snow in this area as well. Summers can be warmer in those areas, but once you get up into the higher mountains, summers are not going to be quite as warm. Germany. And the capital, which is on the wrong side of that map. So I'm going to do something with this map right now. I'm going to make it disappear. So if I go back here, there's the map coming in, and there's the map going out. There we go. Capital. What's the capital of Germany on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Berlin. Yes, there it is. Berlin. Physical geography. Any questions so far? Okay. Let's take a look then at the economy. Just like France, the German economy is based on M, A, and S. M, A, and S. Who can give me the M? Give me an M. Manufacturing, good. Give me an A. Agriculture, good. Give me an S. Service industries, yes. Manufacturing, agriculture, service industries. Good. Manufacturing, agriculture, and service industries for Germany. And what we're going to do is, in France, we focused on agriculture because France was the second largest world exporter of food. In Germany, Germany is more into manufacturing, making things. And a lot of things that you have around your house are actually made in Germany or made by German companies. Germany is huge in terms of making cars, producing chemicals, and producing electronics. Much of its industry falls into these three categories. Now, if I say, okay, name a German company, you might not be able to do it very well. However, I have a list up here that you do not need to copy down, but I just want to see if you can recognize these companies, because they are German companies. Bayer, like Bayer Aspirin, VW, BMW, Audi, Mercedes, Porsche, Braun, Krups, Aldi, Allianz, the insurance company, BASF, T-Mobile. T-Mobile stands for Deutsche Telekom. Bosch, Bosch Tools. Adidas, named after the guy that owns it. His last name is Adidas. BMG, it's a music company. DHL, it's sort of like Federal Express. Loctite, Hugo Boss. Merck is a pharmaceutical company. Puma, sporting goods, as well as sportwear. Raise your hand if you know any of these companies. Yeah, we have a lot of German companies in the US that you don't even realize is German. One last slide today. Yes. Porsche is on your pencil. That's right. It's named after Herr Dr. Porsche, who during World War II, Hitler promised everybody that they could afford a car. And so Porsche, Herr Dr. Porsche, designed a car that everybody could afford. The Porsche that he developed, you know today as the old style VW Bugs, slug bugs. Porsche designed that. Porsche then eventually went on to do sports car type of thing, but he developed the slug bug, the VW Bug, Herr Dr. Porsche. And Herr Dr. Porsche literally means Mr. Dr. Porsche. That was his title, Herr Dr. Porsche. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about history for the last slide. Germany is actually a pretty young country. It's younger than the United States. Germany only became a country in 1871. It's about what? Not even 140 years old? 138? Something like that? Before that time, there were hundreds of little countries in what is now Germany. Imagine having, like, Minnesota in the western part of Wisconsin having about 100 different countries in it. That's what it was like. Some of them were larger than others. Some of them might be the size of Forest Lake. Many different countries together. They all spoke German, but they had their own religions. There were certain religions in the north, certain religions in the south. But eventually in 1871, they combined. Between 1945 and 1950, what do you know? I know it disappeared because I hit it too early. What do you know about Germany during the Cold War? What do you know about Germany during the Cold War? After World War II, what do you know about Germany? Between 1945 and 1950 or 1990, there was something special about Germany. Something special that you've read about. We've had notes on it already. What? Yes, it was divided. Remember, it was divided into East and West Germany. And you also had the Berlin Wall. Good, Al. 1945 to 1990, Germany was divided. West Germany was free. East Germany belonged to or was controlled by the Soviet Union. Your book called it a satellite of the Soviet Union. That changed in 1990. In 1990, there was something called Wiedervereinigung in German. In English, Wiedervereinigung means reunification, which is still a big word, just like Wiedervereinigung. Can anybody tell me what reunification means? You can try to break it down into its prefix. Re, the main part of the word in the middle. What is reunification? Mitch. They became one again. They were reunited. Or I put it, they got put back together again. Germany was sort of like Humpty Dumpty. And in 1990 got put back together again. Yes, sir. They tore down parts of the Berlin Wall. Most of the Berlin Wall today is gone. I actually watched as they were taking down the Berlin Wall live when people, normal citizens, were taking sledgehammers to it. It was televised on TV here. That was happening in 1989. I was actually also looking to see if I had any friends that were there. The wall is mostly gone. There are parts of the wall that are left up as a museum today. But most of the wall is gone, and in areas where the wall stood, they're building new skyscrapers. And when I show you pictures of Germany, I'll talk about that. The government in Germany is just like the government in France. What kind of government does Germany have? It's just like the one in France. Yes. What? It's a federal government, but it's federal just like here. Federal, no? Can't do it? Federal Republic. Just like where? Where else is it? Where else do we have a federal republic that you know of? I know I went through this yesterday. What other federal republic for which it stands? You know. The United States. Yes, it's just like the United States. Okay. One last part that we're dealing with today. The religions of Germany. Because Germany has always been at the center part of religion in Europe. Because in northern Germany there was a guy by the name of Martin Luther who protested against the Catholic Church. He was a priest, but he didn't like what the Pope was doing, so eventually his followers started in the religion. He started his teaching. His name was Martin Luther. And in northern Germany today you have Roman Catholicism, and as you will find out on Monday, Germany has had a lot of immigrants coming to its country from the Middle East. And so today, there are also a large number of Muslims who practice Islam that are also living in Germany. Regretfully, some of the 9/11 hijackers were actually living in Germany before coming to the United States. But basically, Germany is broken up into Protestantism in the north and Roman Catholicism in the south. And the Islam is spread throughout the country. Any questions on the religions breakdown? If there are no questions to that, then that is where we end today. That is where we end today. And on Monday, we'll do one more part with Germany.